Well, let me ask Tehseen Poonawalla, who's raising his hand. Tehseen Poonawalla, apart from the fact that Gaurav Bhatia spoke about the affidavit of Darshan Hiranandani, let me also read another excerpt. This affidavit says the demands were made and favors that were asked included gifting her expensive luxury items, providing support on renovation of her officially allotted bungalow in Delhi, travel expenses, holidays, etc., apart from providing secretarial and logistical help for her travels within India and to different parts of the world. Please note the words, the demands that were made and favors that were asked. Now, these are important words to dwell upon. These are serious charges. I'll read along with the fact that he had the login details and could ask questions. I want to ask you, you know, the email ID of a member of parliament, it gives you access to bills that might come up in parliament that day, the next day. It might come to you for circulation across members of parliament of different political parties for their views in case some of those views needed to be taken on. The government does that. It gives you access to a whole lot of information which ordinary citizens do not have. It is only lawmakers who have the privilege of doing that. I want to ask you, Tehseen Poonawalla, instead of restricting questions and answers to this very significant question of parliamentary propriety, do you think this entire issue has become about gaining sympathy, about playing victim? I don't endorse anybody misbehaving with a lady or otherwise with any man. I expect that when there is a serious matter, the matter is dealt with on the merits of the case and not on the drama around it. Do you think the questions have got buried and the victim card, the drama has taken over?
Namaskar, Navika ji, and I completely agree with you. And you're somebody I really look up to, and you know that who stands by the truth. So you're right to a certain extent that there has been drama and the actual issues have got buried. But who benefits from this diversion? The Bharatiya Janata Party, not Mahua Moitra, not the TMC. Let's break every single argument that my dear friend Gaurav is making. First of all, Mahua Moitra gave him the login ID, that is to Mr. Submissive Hiranandani. So Mr. Submissive Hiranandani had no brains not to take an MP's login ID. Did she come and put a gun down his head and tell him take it? She gave him, he took it. Secondly, she demanded, dominated him. And Gaurav bhai, please,
so
let's not break
absolves her
Gaurav bhai, please.
of the responsibility.
Gaurav bhai, if you break my flow, how unfair is that? Please allow me my flow, please.
Fine. Go ahead.
Thank you, bhai.
Go ahead.
Now, she demanded, she dominated him. He was a kid that he gave into the demand and was so submissive that whatever she told him he did. He didn't have grey matter in his head. He was competing with the Ambanis and the Adanis. What kind of nonsense is this? The third person in this, her ex-boyfriend. While he was in a relationship with Mahua Moitra, he doesn't realize his girlfriend was taking expensive gifts. Now that he's out of a relationship in a battle, he realizes, oh, she was doing something illegal then. Fourth, the contractor. Who is this contractor? Can the contractor's name come out? I can tell you this for a fact and take it on affidavit. No private contractor did anything. The contractor was a CPWD contractor who made a house. Why is he not being interrogated? Because he's made BJP members' house also for extra money. Now let's come to the fifth part about it. All of this, I am telling you this as a matter of fact. It may border on immorality, and I completely concede stupidity that you gave your password, but there is no illegality to it. One man's luxury, for example, my dear friend Abhijit Iyer Mitra, his luxury, LV Hermes, is something I can only dream of, his necessity. That's luxury for me. For me, Bata is luxury. So one man's necessity is another man's luxury. Does Hiranandani define what is luxury in that letter on that so-called
His audio is not clear.
Even with you, Navika ji, he never defined what it is. He just said, I will tell the committee. Then there's the charge of 2 crore rupees cash. Hiranandani has done a U-turn on that. He's not even mentioned it in that affidavit. So
but that's
all of this is basically
what this entire ethics panel questioning was all about.
So